I don't know what the heck that was about. Okay. Let's see if I've got this. I got this right. Yeah. Well, guys, welcome to my channel. If you're watching this on the replay, please leave a comment saying that you watched it on the replay. This is one of those spur of the moment things that I decided to do because I needed to chat, get to know my fellow crafters a little bit better when you guys get to start talking to me. If you have any questions you would like to leave in the comments, I will address them in a separate video if you're not here with me. I'm just stringing up my bags and chit-chatting with my crafters. I will say I sold 3 of my designer silicone bead hooks, shipping out this afternoon. It was I sold a 3.5, a 4.5, and a 5. I believe those were the 3 that she bought. Hello. You come in, say hi. I'm just stringing bags today and chit-chatting. Oh, I guess I need to get adjusted. I got these bags yesterday from a local discount grocery store called UGO, United Grocery Outlet. They're locally owned, and it's like discounted things like discounted foods, and sometimes they have vendors that come in as well. And the vendors are like, Frito-Lay or Coke or Pepsi or whatever. But other than that, they have a lot of name brand and off-brand stuff that you have never heard of at really good discount prices. But anyway, so yeah, I shopped there yesterday, and this is the color bags that they had. And I was like, oh, they're so pretty. So I figured I'd have to string these up today, because I think it'll be a pretty accent. Like if I do a white bag, I think it'll be a pretty accent on a white bag. This bag split on me, so I'm tying it off. Hello. If you come in the room, say hi. Let me know you're there. If you're just in to listen, that's fine too. I'd like to interact with somebody. That would be nice. But if you just want to listen to me ramble, that's fine too. Now I have to turn my camera this way instead of sideways, because if I turn it sideways, the comments come up briefly and they go away too fast for me to read them because of my vision issues. It takes me longer to read something. So this way, when I have the comments this way, I can read them all. Hello, Joe. How are you? I am, and hi, this is Anastasia. Hi. I am stringing up some bags that I got from my local grocery store yesterday. They were really pretty, and I couldn't let them go to waste. So I'm stringing them up for, I've got my fan going and it's blowing them everywhere. I'm stringing them up for a future bag. Hello. Is it Jumena? Did I pronounce that right? Jumena? We got Jew. Sorry, Jew. I said Joe a while ago. I said Jew. But yeah, thank you for the like. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just thought I'd come on here and talk with you guys today. And then I know some of you just like to be onlookers. Nasta? Nasta? Nasta. Nasta. Hi, Nasta. I may forget, and I will apologize now if I do. I nailed it. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm stringing these up so that I can roll them up into a ball. If you don't know, I am very well known for working on plarn, which is plastic yarn. And these are grocery bags from a local grocery store that I went to yesterday, and now I am stringing them up. I cut them into little squares, rather loops, and now I am stringing them up, and then I'm going to roll them up into a ball, and it's going to look like similar to this, and then I'm going to crochet with it. And what I'm trying to do is I have these paper boxes that are full of the little strips that I have to open up and string up. And so I figured I would chit chat with you guys while I did that and prepped them. I'm at the tail end of my stash of what I've had. Thank you for the like. I'm at the tail end of my stash of where I started. But yeah, I'm styling the kitty cat nails today. Can you guys see them? Let's see if you can see them. The kitty cat nails. They're so cute. I had to wear them. And they've held on pretty good so far. But yeah, I thought this aqua or this teal was a real pretty color. So I'm going to be working with it shortly. But like I said, I have to have the live set up this way so that I can, because if you don't know, because of my vision issues, I have to have my phone when I videotape, when I'm on here, I have to have it 2 inches away from my face so that I can read the comments. And the comments stay whenever I have it vertical rather than horizontal. When I go horizontal, the comments come up, but then they fade away and then I can't see them anymore. And it's just a big mess. So this is easy. So this way I can see comments right now because they're in my face, which is why you don't see my face. Because if I were to have it, it's funny, if I were to turn the camera the other way around and have it facing my face, like I said, I have to have the camera 2 inches from my face in order for me to read the comments. So you would actually get a vision of just my eyeball or my forehead. I do too. I have 4 right now, and I hope I would love to have more, but I don't want to be the crazy cat lady. And I love babies, anything babies. And then we have a little Chihuahua. And actually, 2 of the cats are my daughter's, but she left for college, so I am taking care of them while she is away. She's staying in the dorm this year. Well, she's mostly staying at home, but when she's there, she's staying at the dorm. In fact, she'll be coming in about a week. Not this week, coming weekend, but the following weekend, in 2 weeks. She'll be coming in for a staycation, which will be nice. And she's going into interior, no. Let's see, what is it she called it? She's going into architectural interior design. So pretty much design to build the house and then design the inside of the house, which is huge, big feat. It's 2 separate jobs, I think, but she's trying to get them all together in one, which would be fascinating. And she's already told me that she was going to, she said it as a joke. She was kidding at the time because she was irritated with me. She said she's going to build a house and she's going to build a big basement, and then she's going to put me in her basement and lock me away. And I said, hey, as long as I've got internet and my crafts, you can lock me down there all day long and I'll be good. Did that just rip? It sure did. Dang it. That's okay. That's okay. We can tie it back together. So that wind just, I'm going to have to turn that fan off because it's annoying me. All right, let's lay you right there so I don't lose you. Okay, so when it breaks like this, what I do is I just tie it off and then I snip off, because it stays, since it's a pliable plastic, the knot stays, it will not come undone. So just do that. Where's my scissors? There they are. And because my depth perception is off, I have to feel where I need to guide my scissors so that I don't miss. And I've got a trash can down there somewhere. All right. let's go turn this fan off, shall we? Because that's gonna... Oh, we're gonna turn the fan off. There we go. Much better. Got a lot of projects going on. You can tell they're all over my house. I'm definitely a crafter, but... Oh, no. I'm sorry. I meant to turn that off. That's the last of the boxes that I have to string up right there. That's my breakfast. I didn't finish my breakfast. All right. Where are we at? All right. Let me get this back. And there's one of my kitties there. That's Copper. That's Matson's, one of Matson's cats. He is 4.5. Yes, he's 4.5. He was born March, April, May. He was born in May of 2020, right before everything shut down. And then we got Ramsey. I want to say the year before that. Let's see, Matson was 12. So Ramsey, he's the Chihuahua. He's hibernating right now, or I'd show him to you. He'll come out shortly. He can't stand it when I talk to the camera, or even on the phone. He can't stand it when I'm talking to anybody, especially to the camera. He will be out shortly, and he will be all over me because he wants the attention, and he doesn't want me to give it to the camera. Because that's what he does. You may have to go with me to make some more coffee here shortly, because I'm about out, and I'm needing coffee. And sometimes you have to feel... because sometimes two pieces will get stuck together. I mean, there's nothing wrong with stringing two pieces at the same time. It just makes it more, makes it thicker. So then your plarn turns into a roving plarn, because it's got like little skinny spots and little thick spots. And like this right here, as thin as that is, it's going to cause it to be a thin spot. But with one strand, you get maybe 3 or 4 stitches, and that's it from one strand. So it's not going to make that big of a difference when I crochet with it. Dang it. I want to go ahead and string this and tie that off. So since I'm having all these breakages, my guess is it's a weak plastic, which is why usually when I go to this grocery store, when they do give me their bags, they usually double them up, because they tend to break very easily when they're not doubled up. So again, I'm tying this off, feeling and snipping. And you can cut it really close to that, because it won't come undone. All right, so she's already in there. So let's see. All right. Welcome everybody. Hi, all my onlookers. If you would, drop a comment, say hi. Just say hi. You don't have to interact if you don't want to. Just say hi. Or give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're here. And if you don't know, I am making plarn, which is plastic yarn out of plastic bags, grocery bags. I found some old Blockbuster bags that I had cut up. I found some Cook's Food Store. That's a local grocery store that no longer is here. Same with Red Food Store, which is no longer here. And Bilo, which is no longer here. So I've got a lot of old retro bags, like the Blockbuster bag. That's what really got me. That was just like, oh, I miss Blockbuster. I love Blockbuster. And then Blockbuster started going online, and I guess it fizzled out, because that's about the same time when they started going online. That's when I discovered Netflix and Redbox. We still have some Redboxes around here where you can still rent the videos from Redbox. You guys remember Redbox? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Sure. Enjoy your lunch or breakfast. Would it be breakfast for you? Let's see. Let's say it's a little after 11 here in the morning. I'm on the Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you being with me. If you guys are not aware, I have a giveaway going on, so make sure you go get in there. If you're a subscriber, I have a subscriber giveaway going on. It says giveaway in the very first word in the title. I am doing giving away a crochet magazine as well as a bunch of other patterns and crafting ideas. And then, of course, when you do win the giveaway, I also include a bunch of yarn and other little goodies. I'm also giving away one of my handcrafted designer, I guess I need to put my phone on mute, my handcrafted designer hooks. I'm giving away one of my, I think it's a 4.5 that I'm giving away. One of my hooks, or maybe it's 4.0. I can't remember. I have to go look on my desk because that's where I put it. I've got it safe and ready to go for whoever wins. But yeah, go get in on the giveaway if you haven't already. I'm enjoying. I'm hoping and praying that you guys cannot hear my stomach gurgle because it is down. The way the phone is, it's right up against my chest, near my stomach. So hopefully you're not hearing the gurgle sounds. I ate. I'm full. This morning. Must be from the coffee, maybe. That's good. I have discovered that when I have coffee, I used to for years, ever since I started drinking coffee, I always had to put cream and sugar in my coffee, always. If one or the other was missing, it just didn't taste right. But then, as I got older, I developed a taste for just the coffee itself, just the flavor of the coffee I enjoy. So now I drink my coffee black. If I get an iced coffee, like if I go to Blockbuster, I have Blockbuster on the brain. If I go to Starbucks or if I go to, say, Dunkin', and I get an iced coffee, now then I will get, is that one or two? I will get the flavored, is that, no. I will get the flavored coffees. And for creamer, I'll get like the oat milk because it's kind of thick. But oat milk nowadays, it's got so many chemicals in it. It's ridiculous. It's better just to make it yourself. It's healthier. It's more economical. But when you're out and about, you don't want, you're not going to make your own. So I get it. I get the oat milk whenever I get, or an almond milk. I'll get almond milk sometimes. I prefer coconut milk because that's more flavorful. All right, so now I'm going to wind it up. And then when you wind it up, it tends to, I don't want to say it gets thinner, but it kind of does. It compacts to where it's not so fluffy to work with. And I may, in this live, I may go ahead and start working on finishing that one tote that I started with you guys to show you what it's like to work with it. Because I know a lot of people have asked about that. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. Lets me know you're here. So yeah, we're just winding up the bags that we strung up. I've got to make a video. Well, I started a video actually of the things that I've been working on. When I'm in the living room, I work on the plarn, and when I'm done working on getting these all strung up and rolled up, then I'm going to start working on my other stuff in here. So what I do is I work on the plarn in the living room, and then in the bedroom, before I go to bed at night, is when I work on my other projects with regular yarn. But this color is so pretty. It's going to make a great accent. I've got a lot of black yarn that I've balled up. I'm calling it yarn. It's not yarn. I've got a lot of black plastic bags that I've wound up. Because my sister used to collect them for me, because most of the convenience stores around here, when they give you a bag, it's usually in a black bag, and it's a black generic bag that doesn't have anything on it, which is really nice. All right, so this little tiny ball was, I want to say it was 7 bags. Yes, it was about 7 bags. Good morning, Summer. You were up late. I understand that. My sleeping schedule has been so messed up since I got on the disability. I'm drinking my coffee. This needs to be my slogan. Maybe that's what my channel name needs to be. Need money for crafts. All right, so I strung those up and they're done. So we're going to go back to working on these. So I'm just here to chit chat while I string. In case anybody just wants to yap at me, say hi. I'm going to put this somewhere where I don't lose it. Let's see. Let's move this. I can't move it near the dog because he'll think that he can eat it, and he can't because that's the rest of my breakfast. All right, so let's see. Let's put that there. I've got some clear that I'm working with. I know, right? Yeah, need money for crafts. Actually, I don't. I say I need money for crafts, and the cup says I need money for crafts, but y'all know I've got enough going on that I do not need money for crafts. Oh. Y'all, I've been cheating. I got a Heath bar. I'm cheating, I got a Heath bar. If you're diabetic, you know you're not supposed to be eating Heath bars. That's a big no-no. But I indulge every now and then. It doesn't affect my, well, it does affect my blood sugar, but it's not affecting my A1C, so I'm doing it. That's a guilty pleasure. All right, let's string up some of these white bags. So I'm almost done, thank goodness. Now see how wide this one is? It's okay because, you know, if you look at it from a different perspective, like look, see it's going to get real thin when I crochet with it. So it being this wide is okay. Some people actually prefer their bags to be this wide when they cut them up. I like mine a little bit skinnier. I prefer mine about this size, about an inch, a little over an inch. That's how I prefer mine. When I get towards the end of the strip that I'm cutting, sometimes it'll get, you know, a little bit thinner. Nope, that's a regular one. Sometimes it'll get a little bit thinner. So yeah, so I'm going to string up some of these while we talk. Oh, if you guys didn't get a chance to see, I'm going to actually make a video of me making the 1, 2, 3 cake. I have a muffin mix in the kitchen. Oh, this bag, look how long this is a Big Lots bag. Look how long this one is. That is a long bag. Get the minis and freeze them. Yes. Yes. Well, with this, that's kind of what I do with this one. I break it up into pieces. But yeah, my mom used to Snickers bars. She swore by putting Snickers bars in the freezer, and I got that from her. And that's the only way, if I eat a Three Musketeers, that's the only way I would eat a Three Musketeers is if I put it in the freezer. Not a big fan of the nougat, but I do like a good nutty caramel. I try not to get them because I'm not supposed to have dairy. I should not have dairy. How's that? I should not have dairy. And it has dairy in it. Oh, some of you didn't get to see the kitty cats. I put kitty cats on my fingers. They're so cute. Thank you guys for stopping in and seeing me this morning. Yeah, I've gotten to where, since I stay up so late anymore, I'm setting my alarm in the morning to make myself get up at a good hour. Because if I don't get up before 9, Ramsey, my little chihuahua, for those of you who don't know, has to go potty. And if I don't get him out to take him out pottying, he will potty in his house that he stays in at night. So And then I have to just wash the load. I don't fuss at him. It's not his fault. It's just mommy didn't get up early enough. So I have gotten to where I set my alarm now. Because used to, because he was used to, my daughter would take him out before she'd go to school or before she'd go to work on the weekends. So Saturdays was the only day that I ever had to take him out until she left. So he would whine about between 7 and 8 o'clock. He would cry for me to take him outside. He doesn't do that anymore. He just waits for me to get up. So I set my alarm now. So I get up early enough to take him out. Because I would rather do that than to have to wash his bedding every day. So I just take him out. Yeah. You have a cat crew lurking. Refilling your... Yes! Yes, this is true. That's mine. It's like, why are you guys coming to me crying? I can't figure... What's going on? Oh, you have no water. And all 4 of my cats and my dog, they all drink out of the same water bowl because they're all, I think, actually Ramsey's smaller than all the cats. Him and Boo Boo Kitty are about the same size. I think he's a little bit smaller than Boo Boo Kitty, but not much. But they all drink out of the same water bowl. So I have to wash it and change it every single day, regardless of whether it is empty or not, because they all have, they have their saliva that goes, what in the world? Sorry. They all have their saliva that goes in there, and so they'll turn their nose up if it's not clean. So they get fresh, clean water every day. Give me your nail, M. I don't understand. You want me to give you my nails? You love them, okay? Now I understand. Right now. That's okay, RN. I got you. I had to see with my vision that looks like an M, but I see now that it's an RN. That's funny. They're cute, right? I got them off of Temu. You might be able to find them. I'm not sure if they still have them or not. I got them a while back before the tariffs went in effect. Because back then, before all that started, you could get stuff dirt cheap, and I want to say, I don't think they ever charged me tax. I think, and you could get free shipping on orders that, thank you so much. Yeah, you could get free shipping on orders that were $10. I think their minimum was 10. Now their minimum, I think, is 20. And they source out a lot of local companies that they charge anywhere from $2.99 to $4.99 for shipping. Some of them charge more, but yeah, if you have a minimum order with Temu, they charge no shipping. Whereas if you order within the U.S., which is their products, it's just that they're a distributor, I guess, or they're a company that you order from. The prices are a little bit more, and you also pay for shipping. And you would think it'd be cheaper if you got it from the U.S., but nope, it's actually a little bit more. So, but I think you can get them, and they'll split it out too. They've got a tab now on Temu. They've got a tab that says local, and then the other tab says Temu. So, Temu's China. And that's where I was getting a lot of my nails. And if you've watched one of my other lives where I actually was putting them on, I have to wear these because my nails split. I have 3 nails that split down the middle this way. And I try to keep them trimmed and filed, but they will gap and they will catch on things. So this is actually, I have to wear these actually for my protection. Because if I don't, they'll snag and they rip, and then we have a bloody mess. And we don't want that. I need more. I have my tacky finger that I rub my fingers on, because sometimes these just, your fingers get real slick and they don't want to open the plastic. So I put that on there and it helps. See, I've never ordered from Shein. I thought about checking them out. I haven't yet. I have a good rapport with Temu. I know some people were having issues with them, but I've never had an issue with them. I've always got things. If something didn't work or it wasn't what I ordered, they automatically would refund me, which was really nice. And I've ordered off of TikTok Shop from time to time. You have to be careful with them too. Usually what I'll do is I'll order directly from the manufacturer if I see something that I like on TikTok. Now, it's funny though. I see, like this neck piece that I have on me right now. Just regular grocery bags. Yes, actually, this is a combination. Let's see. You might be able to see. Yeah, thank you. The white ones are a combination. I used to collect a lot of bags. I don't anymore. These are leftovers from years ago. Some of them actually will say the grocery store's name, but like this one, this slick one, I think this was from, I've got some Target ones in here too. So like this one, I think I had some from Michael's. I don't know what this one is. Yeah, like Michael's and Joann's. I think this is a Michael's one. Maybe. No, I can't tell. But this one is like you can see it, it's a slicker, stretchier plastic. See, like it's a stretchy plastic, whereas this is from a grocery bag and it would probably snap really easy if I pulled on it. But yeah, it's just a variety of bags from shopping. Yeah, different shopping bags. I have some from Ross. I have some from local, restaurants, like restaurant bags. And then I have some from just all over. And it's funny now because when I'm out in public, like this one's a really long one. This was a big one. See how long that one is? Yeah. Let's see, that one's Burke. Yep, that one you can tell. That was a Burke. I don't even think Burke is in. I think they're called something else now. I think somebody bought out Burke. But, oh, sorry. I get these spam calls. People want me to change my insurance. And are you on Marketplace? No. You don't have Marketplace? No. Are you a senior and you're Medicaid A and B? No, not a senior yet. I'm getting there. Don't push it. We don't want to rush it. I'm not that far away, but we want to. Well, right now, I'm not making anything at the moment. I have a bag that I started that I'm probably going to work on a little bit here shortly. And I haven't finished it, and I need to finish it. And I figure I'll do it with you guys on here and hold me accountable. I needed to string these up for right now, but usually I'll make like beach totes. And I created a pattern for a toothpaste carrier, like a travel set. That my daughter used to use when she was in pre-K because they made them brush their teeth after every meal that they ate. So I've got that coming, and it has plastic beads in it, so that way they're waterproof. Oh, that one's torn, so let's tie it together. Yeah, so they're waterproof. They're great for beach totes. But what's really funny is it takes about 50 bags to create a tote. Between 50 and 75, depending on how big you make your tote and depending on whether you give your tote a flap. Like the one I'm working on now has a flap. Yeah, there we go. But what I do is like an assembly line. I'll take and I'll open up. I'll cut up my string. I'll cut up my little pieces first, and then I will tote. Yes, I'll show you here in a minute. I'm going to go get it actually. And what I'll do is like I cut up all my little squares, and then I'll start stringing them up on my arm. And then here shortly I'm going to connect them, and then eventually I'm going to roll them up into like a ball. And then that's what I crochet with. And I have been doing this for, oh goodness, I want to say about 8 or 9 years I've been doing this. So now when I come out of a store, if I go to a grocery store, I look at the bags and I go, ooh, I can work with, that's a pretty color. And so I'll try to convince the cashier to give me extra that's behind the counter, like the ones that they get frustrated with because they can't open them up quick enough to put the groceries or the goods in. And so I'll say, "Hey, I'll take those extra bags if y'all are going to just throw them away." So if it's colored ones, not the white ones, those are a dime a dozen. I can get those anywhere. So like I just finished doing up all my yellows, and all the yellows came from Dollar General. And then Dollar Tree, theirs are white, but they have green writing. So sometimes I'll go ahead and keep those. And then my local, I'm not making anything at the moment. I'm going to be making a tote. And that's what I was just talking about, was making the tote, and then also making, doing a tutorial on doing the travel bag for your toothbrush and toothpaste, because they're easy to wash. Of course, you can't wash and dry them in the washing machine or the dryer, but you can put them in the sink and wash them out and hang them up to dry. And because they're plastic, that dries faster. It does not retain moisture. They dry really fast. So you can say they're waterproof. Somebody had suggested crocheting a cover for a like a rain hat or something like that, but you'd have to line it. Of course, you'd have to line it with another plastic in order to do that. Ooh, I just thought of something. I had my breakfast and I didn't take my morning medication, and I need to do that. Handbag. No, well, I guess you could call it a handbag, but I make a tote. For like a tote for like books. You can make a tote for books. You can make a beach bag, and beach bags are what I was making and selling, beach totes. Because, you want something to carry your bathing suit in and your towels and everything when it's wet. And it's better than putting it in, like, most people carry like canvas bags to the beach. So, yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I've been making beach totes. Of course, now beach season is almost over. I'll tell you what, I'll go get my tote while I've got you guys on here, and I will show you. Oh, bear with me. I have finally got a diagnosis on why I'm having such leg pain. Oh, this is my handy dandy. I keep this on the arm of my couch. It's scrap iron that I doubled up, and I made 2 pockets for it, and that's where I keep my phone and my extra glasses and my scissors and any kind of crafting things that I need to do. But right now, I need to find my medicine. There we go. All right, bear with me. Oops. Bear with me. My arm just touched my phone. And it tried to shut you guys off. All right. Yep. Okay. Well, while I've got you in here, I will show you this. Those are full of little bags for me to string, and those are full of bags for me to string. This, y'all were talking about my nails. These are my nails. All different little packs of nails. This isn't the only one. I have another one full. Oh, thank you. All right. Yeah, I made one for my daughter for the other end of the couch. Those are crafting boxes. That's giveaway to take to the Goodwill. But that's one that I made for my daughter, for her to put, because she spills stuff really easy. So I just throw that in the wash. And then that one is for the Chihuahua, because he smells like a Chihuahua. So I tend to wash that from time to time. Yeah, yeah, they keep me busy. Oh, this is my daughter's messed up room. I have to go through my daughter's room to get to the craft room. All right. Here is the carrying travel case that I was talking about that I made for my daughter years ago, that I'm going to do a tutorial on using the plastic bags. she would carry her toothbrush and toothpaste in it. And then it's got, I don't know if you can see it, it's got little tiny plastic beads that I've crocheted into it. And they've never come off. But yeah, and if it gets all gunky, you just rinse it out and it's good as new. But yeah, this is, oh my goodness, she's 18 now. So this is about 15 years old. So yeah, so, and it still looks brand new. So 15 years, and then I just did a little chain stitch and weaved it in so that it could have a closure. But yeah, and then I did the plastic beads. So that tutorial's coming, and this is the tote that I'm working on right now. And it's got a flap on it, and it's going to have a toggle switch. But I did the white as an accent, but I did the blue. And my local grocery stores usually will give you blue bags whenever they are doing a, when you buy cold stuff or things from the freezer or fresh, they'll put it in a blue bag instead of the white bag. And that's where I got all my blue bags over the years. But I'm going to take that in there. So we may work on that shortly. All right. Because I do need to finish it. Oh. It's stuck on the door handle. That's funny. All right, let's get back to stringing. Oh. Yeah, they were actually dragonflies. But yes. Oh, okay. Now what can I do with my food so the dog won't get it? Just set it right there, I guess. Oh, there's Ramsey. He came out of his hiding. I don't know what he's eating. What are you eating, Ramsey? What you got, baby? He must have hid something, because I bought him the stuff they had at Walmart. It's like a beef, like a chicken jerky. Oh, I think you're going to be sideways for a minute. There we go. But anyway, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and put these together. I'm going to go ahead and string these. But yeah, so that's what I'm working on. I know it seems like every time I get on here, all I do is I string bags. I promise y'all, as soon as I get these done, there will be no more stringing on camera, because they will all be strung up. Like I said, I've been collecting these for many, many years, and my daughter was fussing at me for all the collecting, and it was crowding up the craft room, and so I finally am down to the last of it so that I can actually start working with it and put it in my Etsy shop, which I said I was going to put my hooks in my Etsy shop, and I have not put my hooks in my Etsy shop yet. For those of you who haven't got to see them, I'm going to put that aside for now, and I will show you my hooks that I've made. And I've already sold 3 of them, but right now they're $5 a piece. And once they go in my shop, they'll be $6.99, and then it's a flat fee of $5 for shipping. So let's see, what do I have? I have these 2 left. So I have an elephant. Let's see, what size are you? I think this is is that a 5? Oh, I guess I better try to see. Yeah, that's a 5. Okay, so I have an elephant left and a 5. I don't know why it's not focusing. There it is. And they are silicone beads so that it's ergonomical. It's very comfortable in your hand. I've got one with a Hello Kitty on the end of it. But so I've got a 5.0 millimeter in an elephant, and also in a kitty cat. And then I have this one is a 4.5. Yes, a 4.5 and another kitty cat. And then I have 3 4.0s. I have a bee. And I have a penguin. And I have another bee. So I have 2 bees and a penguin in the 4.0. And then I have the kitty cat in the 4.5. And then I have the kitty cat and the elephant in the 0.5. And if you'll email me at young40mom, young40mom@gmail.com. Well, thank you. Hello and welcome in. But yeah, so that's what I have available. I have not got them. I haven't gotten them into their packaging because I do have them packaged, and then I need to bubble wrap them and I ship them out, but I've already shipped out the other ones. So this is what I have left for now. I have some more supplies coming that I will be making some more, and they'll be going in the shop, and then I'll have some that will have other characters at the top. But it's really convenient as far as like, because if you hold it like this, your pinky wraps around it, and it is comfortable and it's soft. Because I know with the regular hooks, sometimes your hand starts cramping up because it's so skinny, and these are aluminum hooks. So it's, yeah, really comfortable. And I crochet like this when I'm crocheting. Some people will crochet like this. So if that's the case, you won't go on there at all. You don't have to worry about that being in the way. If it's in a spot where the hook is not where you need it to be because of this, you can turn these. They're very, very tight. So you just have to grip it really good, and they will adjust to where it's more comfortable for you to be able to wrap your hand around it. And then these, I like these because you can put your thumb on them at different spots. It's got 4 different spots where you can put your thumb on it and your forefinger if you crochet like that. So it's really comfortable. But anyway, so yeah, those have not gone in the shop yet. Like I said, if you want to order them, just email me. They're $5 a piece right now. When they go in the shop, they'll be $6.99 plus shipping because the shop charges all kinds of fees. And of course, if you buy them directly from me, I do not. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So yeah, so those are still available. And once I start getting more colors in, they will be in sizes 3.5, 4.0, 4.5, and 5. So it's only going to be in 4 sizes as of right now. I have to get my drill out in order to make them for the bigger sizes, but that may be possible in the future. I'm going to see how these do in my shop first. But I have a loyal customer who is an avid watcher of my channel, and I love her to death. She purchases from me directly, and then just cash apps me, and then I ship it out to her. And I believe she's in, let's see, I've got one person that's in Texas that orders directly from me instead of going through my shop. And then I have another person who orders direct from me who is up in New York. And they order directly from me rather than going through my Etsy shop. So yeah, Etsy charges a lot of fees. They charge you, and it's really cheap to list. You can get an Etsy shop for free. They charge you 20 cents per listing, and your listing stays up for 3 months, 3 to 4 months. Used to be 2 months, but they've extended it. So they charge you that much for the listing, and then they take, when you sell, they charge a percentage of the sale price. And sometimes they can get you a better deal on as far as shipping costs. But Crystal, the Yarny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady, turned me on to Shipyard. I think it was Shipyard. Uh-oh. Hang on, sorry. I believe it was Shipyard. Maybe it was Shipyard. She told me, I can't remember, but she turned me on to that. I haven't used them yet because of the giveaway. By the way, if you guys are not in the giveaway, you need to go check it out. The title is Giveaway, and I do it every month. And this month is going on still. You can still get in this month's giveaway. I'm going to actually do a cross stitch giveaway as well. So I'm going to have 2 giveaways going on, but right now the crochet giveaway is going on. So if you haven't had a chance to get in on that, you must be a subscriber. Go check it out and get in on that giveaway. Oh, I knew it. There's the whining. I knew it was coming. He can't stand that I'm on the TV, on the TV, on my phone. He decides to put prices up on crafts, but it's It's a way to get yourself seen. This is true. I've had my Etsy shop for, I originally created my Etsy shop and this channel. YouTube reached out to me, and I have had this channel for officially 11 years now. When I started out, it was cross stitch. So on my Etsy shop, I used to make my own cross stitch patterns. That's where you can find some cross stitch patterns that I've created. And I used to do designer cross stitch. Actually, I can show you size. I know where the work is. I can show you guys some of my work that I've done. I used to do portraits. I do cross stitch portraits, and I would do them for people, and I would create them for people and sell them in my Etsy shop as well. But because of my new eyesight issues, you got to go outside, or you just want attention? He's crying. I think he wants attention. Oh, there's two. Yeah, so I had to get away from cross stitch for now. I haven't picked it back up because it broke my heart that I had to move away from it because of the vision issue. So I've got a lot of projects that I've started that I really need to try to finish, and I'm going to be destashing my cross stitch stuff as well. So, okay, honey, I'm sorry. Yeah, we can't. I've got all these bags on my arms. I'm going to have to take him outside. So we're going to go outside for a little bit. All right, come on. What time did we get up? 9, 10, 11. Well, I guess it's time. Come on. So we're going to go outside. It's pretty out today. We're getting a heat wave through here. All right, come on. Go. I guess we're going in the back. I have to look beside me so I don't fall and break my neck. All right, here we go. Ooh, it's pretty out. Sunny and bright. Go. What are you seeing? Something marked its territory on the carport. Oop, there's the breeze. There we go. All right, go on. I'm gonna lift the camera up so you guys don't have to watch him pee. Well, he's not peeing, look, he's just sitting. You're just sitting? Were you sitting or you peeing? No, you were sitting. No, now you're peeing. Okay. I'll lift the camera up so y'all don't have to watch him pee. Alright. Now see, watching him pee makes me have to go now too. Dang it. Alright, you done? You gonna keep looking around? Can you guys hear the wind blowing? Oh, it's so nice. It's still like a summer breeze, but it's not too hot and it's not too cold. It's got to be like 75 maybe. Very nice. What are you doing? Are you done? All right, come on. He wanted more sunshine than potty break. Yeah, he'll go out there and he'll just sit there, and sometimes I'll just sit on the stoop, or I'll sit on the front porch, on the side of the front porch over there, and while he goes and does his business, or just kind of get some sun, ramble around, and then I'll just sit up there with him. All right, come on. My door is metal, and it's starting to, where the scrapes are, it's starting to rust. All right, I remember a time back in the day, I got a baby gate up so the dog can't get to the cat poo. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So I remember, oh goodness, I'm losing my train of thought. See, y'all need to keep me back on track. What was I saying? Oh, I remember a day when we didn't lock our doors. Back in the day, we did not lock our doors. I kind of miss that, you know. Oh, sorry. That's the bills. Oh, that's the baby. That's my daughter. Well, she's not a baby anymore. I keep a gallon of filtered water in the fridge for me to drink. Move that aside. My sister got me these for my birthday. Isn't that nice? They're vegan. She got them at Home Goods. She got me some other ones too. I like these. These are pretty good. They take a while to get used to. I'm trying to get regular sugar out of my diet. So she got me those, and she got me these and these, and they're all really good. She got them for me for my birthday. It's like, oh, so sweet. All right, where were we? I was getting water. I want a really big glass of water, so let's get the big mug. Is that a big mug? No, nope, that's for the blender. I'm trying to, there we go. That's a big one. My depth perception is off. Watch me spill this all over the counter. Nope, all right, I did good. Find the top. All right. I have a fence, so I don't really have to lock my doors. Oh, I wish I could do that. I rent. It's funny, I've put as much rent in this house. I could have owned a house by the time. I've lived here for 23 years. I could have, I could have bought a house with what I've paid in rent here. But, went through a divorce with the first one, which that wasn't supposed to happen. I got pregnant, went through a divorce with the second one, and that wasn't supposed to happen. And I've been in this house, since then. So I think I might want a straw. There we go. It's a metal straw. I'm trying to stay away from plastics as much as possible. Very good. Good. Fresh water. Yeah, I remember back in the day, you didn't have to lock your doors. I kind of miss that. I have a new system. Okay, so I have a spice rack over here, and I've decided instead of picking up each little bottle and trying to read what everything is I'm going to put a little sticker on the top, and I'm going to put what each one is, so that I don't have to try to figure out what it is every time I try to go get a spice. That's a project for me to do. Can you tell I've got time on my hands? I keep busy, though. I keep very busy. All right. Now I got my... Oh, Midnights. There's another one. He's my lover boy. He likes to climb on top of me while I'm laying down in the bed. Literally climbs on top of me. He can be a pain in my patoot, but he's a sweetheart. And he's a pig. Anytime I have food out or I'm cooking something he's a pig. Maybe you can convince him to sign house over to you. I actually, she's making too much money off of me. I actually had suggested that at one point when I got to like the 15-year mark. The man that originally was my landlord on this, he was her father-in-law, and the son, her husband, is the one that actually took it over, but she's actually the one that I talked to. I never talked to him, but they did take over. That part of the business was the rental properties. I am on a property that has 2 houses, and I'm the last house. So it's kind of like in the middle, like, okay, so here's one house, here's my house, and then the farm is all the way around our houses, except for our driveway and our 2 yards. So if I were to purchase this piece, it would be in the center of her farm area, and I think it would be just very confusing and very inconvenient. We're in the back of a neighborhood on 1 block road, only have 3 houses, neighbors, and 1 empty on my road. Yeah, I actually suggested it, but yeah, she makes too much money on me. So I don't think that would ever happen. But, I mean, it's okay. I didn't plan it this way. The original plan when we first moved back to Tennessee with the first husband was he got approved for a VA loan because he was in the military at the time. And we were starting to actually look for houses. And then that first year we moved back, everything just really fell apart in our marriage. He lost his way. Without going into details, just got around with the wrong people and started doing the wrong substances. And, it was pretty bad. So, I mean, he was never, in fact, we're still friends. We talk. He doesn't have a car right now, so I'll take him grocery shopping or whatever once a week, and trying to get him established because he's 90% disabled through the VA, so he's, out in the military. But we still communicate. It just, I forgave him years ago for the cheating and all the other stuff that happened. And so he just has to forgive himself, and he can't. He has an issue with it. He thinks he ruined both of our lives. I'm like, it's a good thing we did split up, because if we didn't split up, I wouldn't have my daughter. I have my daughter, and so I was blessed. God had a plan. We weren't supposed to stay together so that I could have my baby. Because we went through the whole fertility testing and all that when we were stationed in Fort Lewis, Washington, and I'm fertile Myrtle, and we found out that he was not able to have kids, so it's okay. I have my baby, and then that didn't work out. They say the first time you marry for love, which I did, and I still care about him, and I was obsessed with him. He was my world. I always wanted to have children. And the second marriage, you marry for sex, which I did. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I did. It was great. And then the third time you marry for money. So I haven't hit my third round yet, and I'm actually not looking. I'm actually content. I'm happy. I'm 58 years old. So, I'm set in my ways, and I'd have to find somebody that would be able to live with that. I wouldn't mind having a companion. I did apply. I signed up on the dating app on Facebook. And then they also have dating apps for people over 50. I don't know. I'm a cougar. So I don't know how, because, the second husband was 15 years younger than me. He just turned 43. So I don't know how that would work out. I can't drive at night anymore. And I can only drive on a good day when my one eye is cleared. When I have a good day on my eye, and then I can only drive during certain hours of the day when the sun is in a certain spot in the sky, and it's really weird. So I only get out about maybe 2 or 3 times a week. Driving wise. Otherwise people come and get me. It's like, I can't get out. Everybody said, well, go back to doing what you're doing before you had your daughter. Well, before I had my daughter, I used to run karaoke at a local pub, and I would go out, 3 or 4 nights a week, and I made a little extra money doing that. So I can't do that anymore. Partnering back up. And when you can't drive at all, if he can, he'll drive you then. Well, here's the problem with that. Oh, shoot. Come on now. Sorry, I get a lot of spam. Spending time with him recently, I don't have the same feelings I had before. It's just not there. It is for him. And my daughter says I'm torturing him by spending time with him, because she said I'm giving him false hope. I don't think that's the case. I'm helping him right now because he doesn't have a car. He lost his driver's license many, many years ago, and has not taken the time to get them back yet. It was all that he lost it that same year that we moved back, and everything went to hell in a handbasket. That was one of the things that happened. Several DUIs and lost his license. So yeah, in the same year, it was bad. So yeah, I don't know. Well, we actually did, I'm reading your message again. We actually did talk about, it coming full circle, and him taking care of me and me taking care of him, because he has a lot of health issues as well. His are actually a lot worse than mine, even though vision is a pretty big thing, but he's got some really bad ones in. And because of the way the funding has been taken away from the VA hospitals and things like that here recently, it's going to be hard for him to get the care that he needs, because they're going to be shutting down any of the local VAs. And the closest one for us is in Nashville, which is 2.5 hours away. So I've been trying to talk him into getting on some kind of government assistance as far as healthcare goes. It's a matter of, He's the kind of person that you have to stay on him. Hey, have you done this? Hey, have you tried this? I was always the one that made sure things got done in the marriage. So, so me now being his friend, I've been trying to push him. Hey, have you done this? Hey, have you tried this? Hey, you need to do this. And I think he kind of wants me to do it for him. And I'm not going to. It's not my place anymore. So I don't. All I do is I encourage him and say, hey, here's the information. I will get you everything you need. I will take you to your appointments, but you're going to have to take care of this yourself, But yeah, no, if my daughter moves out, which she's saying that she's going to move out probably next year and get an apartment and go to college with a friend of hers, and they'll get an apartment together. She says she's going to do that, and when she does, I will need to take on a roommate at that point. So my niece has first dibs on my daughter's room when she moves out, but that's a little less than a year away. So if she decides to do that, if she finds my niece finds her a place between now and then the ex will probably move in. He was actually, which is funny because he was actually on the original lease. And we split up, it was a year after we moved in. 2002, we split in 2003. See it with him in files. Yes, I have actually offered to do that. He's got a short fuse. He gets very frustrated, and he's got that attitude right now. Damn the man. Why does everything have to be online? Why do I have to jump through hoops? And finally got him to contact the VA for approval for HUD housing, not HUD housing. It was for low income housing, because I know he could get on a waiting list. Because he got behind on the rent that he actually makes more than I do through my disability, through his VA disability. Enough to pay his rent, but he had gotten into some things he should not have, and so therefore he got behind. Trying not to give too many details away because it's his story, not mine. It's not my place to talk about his misgivings. So is that two? Is that one or two? It's one. So he finally got the paperwork signed off with his landlord for that. His landlord's not going to evict him. Excuse me. His landlord's not going to evict him as long as he's working with him. I don't know why I'm losing my voice. It was a little gravelly earlier, but it's really gravelly now. But yes, he's finally gotten that squared away, so hopefully that'll get him taken care of and that'll get him back on track. He mentioned the other day, which is really funny, that you should say that, because he's like, oh, he said, if I get kicked out, I'll just move in with you. I said, no, you won't. He said, why not? The landlord will never know. I said, it's not a matter of that. It's like, I've got nowhere to put you. I really don't. You guys have seen my place. I have nowhere to put anybody. I told him, I said, it's not just you. It would have to be, Matson would have to be moving out of the house, and she still lives here. She's in college, but she's not gone. She still lives here. And I try to express that to people, and I'm hoping that they get it, but people, it's just go in one ear and out the other. Thank you for the likes. It popped up to 6. I appreciate that. I love talking with you guys. I need to do this more often. Drink your water. Yes, I know. Water break. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Well, I need to. I want to finish off my coffee. If you didn't get a chance, there's my mug. This was given to me by my former boss, which we won't talk about, who I thought was my friend. All right. Coffee's gone. Now we go to water. Mm-hmm. Ooh, big difference. Now I don't have coffee breath. All right. Stringing them up. Thank you, Miss Summer. Thank you for the suggestion. I tend to forget sometimes. And then some of the medications that I'm on too drives me out big time. So I got my test results from my MRI. If you're interested, about my back, my lower lumbar. Two things going on with my back. One of them is I found out Thank you. Yeah, I was getting a little scratchy there. It sounds better, doesn't it? I found out I have degenerative arthritis in my lower back, which I had a doctor tell me years ago that I had the beginning stages of degenerative arthritis in my knees. But it is official. I do have it in my lower lumbar, my lower back. And I also have a condition where my vertebrae, one of my vertebrae has slipped. So instead of your vertebrae going like this, curving like this, mine has a vertebrae that has slipped off, which is causing the issue with the pain in my right leg that I have all the time. It starts in the bottom of my butt cheek and goes all the way down my leg. Some of these thick ones, I feel them, and I think that there's two, but it's only one. So I thought I'd start physical therapy on Wednesday. So hopefully that will help. My pain management doctor said that I was a candidate for injections or ablation. So I have to check that out and find out. Actually, I've got the paperwork right there. I'm going to take the time. She said that I could look over it and that it would explain it a lot better. The different things that I can have done. But I thought, well, we're going to try the physical therapy. So this is the part of my leg. And if you look at it, that's exactly where it is. It's on my right side. This is the part that hurts from here. It doesn't, I never thought of it as my back, but that's where the issue is right there. And it goes I get sharp pains all the way down my leg. On top of me having neuropathy from the diabetes. So my hands go numb and start to tingle, and then my feet hurt. There's a burning sensation in both my hands and my feet. But yeah, this is where, I think this is about the injection maybe, or maybe it's at the ablation, steroid injection. And I don't have a problem with that. This is an explanation of one of the treatments that I can have done. And then this is the other treatment that I can have done. It's a lumbar medical branch block. And I'm not exactly sure what they do there. I'm going to have to find out. And then if it gets too bad, they will do surgery. I'm hoping it won't come to that. So hopefully the physical therapy will help, which is my goal first. So we're going to start that on Wednesday in 2 days. So I'll keep you guys updated on how that's going. As far as the eyesight goes, nothing on my eyesight has changed. They're still trying to make sure they're going to save the right eye so they don't have to take it out. They seem to have gotten that under control, so I don't have to worry about my right eye right now. And then my left, of course, I have the damage where I've got the blind spot in the middle of my eye, the scar tissue that cannot be repaired. But they seem to have hope. My eye doctor seems to have hope that he's a retinopatist. He's a retina specialist. He seems to have hope that they are coming out with new surgeries where, I may one day get vision back in my right eye again. We don't know. It's just a matter of seeing. Are you wanting to lay down next to me? Yeah, you want the attention, aren't you? Well, I got bags everywhere, honey. There you go. There you go. Lay down right there. There you go. Can you do it? Oh, I'll tell you what. Look, he's like right here. Right here. All right. Lay down. Give me your feet. Lay down. There you go. There you go. All right. Scratches? All right. Summer sent me a message. You're going to have to wait while I try to read it. Okay. All 3 sections of my spine, and I'm confused. A tethered spinal cord. Oh, bless your heart. Especially since they found Oh, you have a spina bifida in 2021. My daughter has, is it spina bifida or scoliosis? Nope, she has spina bifida is the one where where it curves, right? I had a friend of mine who had stage 4 and no, scoliosis. Scoliosis. Is it spina bifida or scoliosis that you can get when before you're born? I get the two confused sometimes. I know one's an S shape and one is where it curves to the side. Scoliosis is what they worry about when you have a baby at what they call a geriatric age, which is what I did. Spina bifida. I think it's spina bifida. Yeah, that's the one I think they said that my daughter had, but she had stage 1, and that it was possible it would correct itself over time. And when she had her last checkup, they found that it they weren't concerned about it. They said that it hadn't changed and that everything was still okay. And so actually a lot of people have it at stage 1. It either will correct itself or it doesn't affect them that much. And a lot of doctors won't diagnose it if it's at a stage 1. But I had a friend who had a stage 4 and she said many spinal surgeries. She got to the point to where she was in a wheelchair for a long time. Yeah, bless her heart. Bless your heart. I understand. So you understand the pain and everything slight pain that I'm going through. I can't get comfortable at night. Do you find that you have trouble sleeping at night because of the pain? They have me on a low dose of pain medication, but it's not. And then I take medication stop it. I take medication for the neuropathy. And I have for many, many, many years. As soon as I was diagnosed, what is going on with? There we go. As soon as I was diagnosed with diabetes and the neuropathy, they put me on a medication for it to help with the nerve damage. But over the years, you develop a tolerance for it. But I have found that when I take when I take the gabapentin. When I take the gabapentin, they used to have me on 3 doses of 600 milligrams a day, and that's pretty hefty. I think that's the max that you can take, but my memory was slipping really bad. And, I had a lot of messages come through and I didn't see them. Hang on. Avoiding the surgery. Oops, stop. Oh. Will help. Dang it. Fully formed. It has an open areas. Oh, okay. Then it's not spina bifida that she has. It's scoliosis. Scoliosis, and that's what my friend had. Spina bifida, that's the one that they worry about when you're pregnant, that your child may have. There was a small possibility when she was in the womb, but found out that she was okay with as far as that goes. Bless your heart. Yeah, hers is the curvature of the spine. Scoliosis, yeah. That's something you can develop out of the womb. Thank you for clarifying that, because I get the two confused. But yeah, so I don't want to get on that higher doses of the gabapentin because, like I said, it was really messing up my memory. So it was causing me to forget things. And I thought it was just, old age. It was cognitive impairment was what it was. And then come to find out, because they had weaned me off of it, to start me fresh to see what doses I could handle and how severe the pain was. So we got off the 600 milligrams 3 times a day, and it's like, you know what? I'm not forgetting things anymore. It wasn't a matter of forgetting things. It was like I had something on the tip of my tongue. It was in my brain, but I could not speak it. I couldn't get it out. Huge difference. I think you could probably tell in some of my videos from years ago when I was on the higher doses, because it would do that. I would have to rethink things and try to get them out, and I couldn't. Right now, I am now at 300 milligrams 3 times a day. And so when the pain gets really bad, because they have me on another pain medication as well, but it's the lowest dose of something that they actually prescribe for dogs. I'm on tramadol. I'm on a very low dose of tramadol, but they've got me taking that 3 times a day as well. And they don't want to put me on the hydrocodone, which is fine because I don't want to get addicted to anything. So when the pain is really severe, and I can't sleep, I will take Tylenol PMs. And she said, as long as my liver is good, that would be okay. And that it works. So as long as that's working, I'm okay with taking doses like that. So hi, I'm back. Hello. Welcome back. Oh, am I still there? What just happened? I'm sorry, guys. Oh, there we go. Start a poll. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Am I still here? No, what just happened? Go back. Go back. What is going on? Community moderation, top field. I'm sorry, guys. Am I still here? I don't know if I'm still here or not. There we go. I don't know what happened. It took the video away. That was weird. I think I hit the wrong button. What happens is my phone is so sensitive. So if I just move my arm around anywhere up above there, it does that. It will put on something it's not supposed to. Thank you for letting me know. Could you hear me talking, or did it just, the video part of it just stopped? I think because I have an issue with my depth perception when I'm filming like this, I don't know if I can crochet like this. I may have to put you guys on I have a camera stand. I may have to put you guys on a camera stand when I'm doing my stitching, when I'm talking about my stitching, because of the vision issues. But if I do that, I will have the YouTube live on my TV screen with the volume off so that I could still read your comments. Crystal and I talked about trying that and thought it would be a good idea. So that way, like I'll be in the craft room and the TV screen is right there, and I can put it on YouTube on my channel on the live so that I can read the comments while I'm filming like this, so that I can still work with my vision without having to see it through my phone, because trying to see it through my phone is very difficult for me. It is a Samsung A23, I believe. Galaxy A23. I'll have to get my daughter to take a look at it when she comes home in a couple weeks, because I have issues seeing the smaller print on here, and I can't enlarge it without, if I adjust the settings for the phone being enlarged, it takes things out of the screen and you can't see everything. I've tried that. It's very odd, but actually I can see better. It's easier for me when I'm not filming, when I'm not on live. It's when I'm on live that I have the biggest issues with with it. This turned out to be a pretty good sized ball. But no, I thought I would get on here and talk to you guys since I'm doing this anyway, and thought, you know, I could chit chat with y'all while I did this. Thank you for the like. Thank you for coming in. Oop. Remember, I've got the giveaway going on, so make sure you guys get in on that if you haven't already. Oh, did I drop one? I did. I dropped a few. Here we go. Where did this come from? Oh, I strung a few and then... Oh my, where did this come from? I must have started a whole different... Well, there you go. I got... Where did this come from? There we go. I'm smelling the onions from the breakfast this morning. Oh, there we go. Ah. Okay, I will attach this. So how I attach other balls or how I attach another string is I will take this and pull it through there, wrap it around the ball, and then straighten it that way, and then it's a continuous add to it. Yeah, those onions and peppers are strong. I sauteed some onions and peppers and some vegan butter with some garlic powder and some black salt so that it would have an eggy taste. And then I added my tofu, and I made a tofu scramble on top of some grits. I had made some grits earlier, and so I'm finishing them off. Yay. It's really good. And I put nutritional yeast in it, so it has a cheesy flavor. That was at 9 o'clock this morning. And I'm still nibbling. Mm-hmm. All right. Now, it's been so long since I worked on this that I can't remember what size I used. I want to say I used a... I know I used a... I think I used a size 8. I either used a size 8 or a size 9. Let's go find it. Sensitivity, yes. I have seen that on my phone. I need to go back and check it and see where I'm at. All right, let's go. Let's go into the vault. Don't look at the unmade up bed. I have kitty cats everywhere. Oh, there's no one. There's one. They like to sleep on the extra comforter, so I lay it out on the bed for them. Okay. Yarn wall, projects, other water. All right. Let's find. We need to find a size 8 and a 9 just so I can see. I know I can't use the plastic hooks whenever I'm working with the plarn. I have to use a metal one, but this is a metal one. I don't know what size that is though. Let's see. That's what it says. The only option is that one. Okay. Thank you, Summer. I appreciate that. What size do you say? I can't see it. What size is that? Is that a 9, guys? Can you see it? What size does that say? Oops. Dang it. What is it focusing on if it's not focusing on that? Come on. Seriously? The back wall. What size is that? Dang it. Let me see if I can see it from here. I think that says it's an 8. Can y'all tell me? Is that an 8? I think it's an 8. It's an 8. Thank you. Thank you for that. All right, so I think an 8 will work with that. I'm pretty sure that's what I used before. I know I can't use these plastic hooks. I have to use the metal hooks. So this is something else that I do too. I'll take these little rubber grips that you can use for pencils. And sometimes I'll stick them on here. And pretty stuck on there pretty good. Let's see, what size are you? I've got all my bigger hooks. If it's between a 3 and a 6.5, they're in containers separated. Anything under a 3 or anything over a 6.5 is in here. So I've got like my teeny tiny hooks. Well, that's not a teeny tiny hook. I think that's a 2 or 2.5. No, I have teeny tiny ones. There's one. My teeny tiny hooks, which I haven't worked with teeny tiny since my vision changed. Oh, and we just dropped the 8. Sorry. In your face there. All right. So I guess I better put that down. I'm going to end up dropping and making a mess. So what size are you? I feel it. All right. Can we see? Oh, that one's a 7. I think that's... I don't know if the 7... No, let's go with the 8. All right, so let's go try the 8 with the plarn and see if that's... Because I can't remember. Like I said, it's been a really long time. I've got water in here, too. It's been a really long time since I've done that. Thank you for telling me. Yes, projects. Body parts. I need to work on the body parts. Project. And then these are the projects I work on when I'm in the bed. All right. And if you hadn't noticed, I've got my sweaters packed up, and my wire rack that I had here is gone. It's going in the craft room because I'm going to reorganize it. And then I've got stacks of my sweaters here that I need to put measurements on and put them in the Etsy shop, but I still haven't done that yet. And then all of this is for when I do craft shows, except for the Twilight box. Those are all for when I do craft shows, and that goes for the craft shows too. Said I was going to do one this year and I didn't do it, but I think I could do one next year if it's like maybe a 9 to like a 9 to 4 or a 9 to 3. I could do an afternoon one. All right, so let's try. I said I was going to work on this stuff on camera, so let's try to. I don't know if I can do this with my vision this way, so we're going to try. And I already have a small blue attached. It's on the inside of the bag. Where are you? I know you're in there. Where are you? I felt you. Oh, there you are. Little tiny ball. I'll have to go get a big one because I will use this in less than a minute. Seriously. All right. I'll put you in there so the cats won't play with you. And then you guys can see how I attach it. So I need to pull this up. Oh. And I have to remember what stitch I used on here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out a couple of stitches just to see, half double maybe, what stitch I used, because it's been a while. No, that looks like a single. That's a single crochet. What do y'all think? Single crochet? I think that is a single crochet. All right, get in there. There we go. Now, this is how I normally will thread my yarn on my hand, but with the plastic, because it's so rough on your hands after a while, I end up holding it like this. So I'm going to do it like this for now because it's a habit of mine. So, I'm pretty sure it's a single. That's what it looks like. All right. Yeah, it's definitely a single stitch. I think I did half doubles on these. Maybe. Yeah, those look like half doubles. I think I did half doubles on those. But for the flap, I'm doing, yeah. Well, singles. All right. Single crochet on the flap. Ooh, y'all, I haven't done this in years. But it's your needle slides in real easy, or your hook slides in real easy and slides out. Especially if you use an aluminum hook or a metal hook of some kind, it slides real easy in and out. And normally I would go faster than this, but I haven't done it in so long I don't want to mess it up. And I'm in a very awkward position with this being bottom heavy. And I don't want to do it too tight. You have to work with it till you figure out what your tension's going to be. So I'm using an 8, and it looks like that would be the size that I did use before. Just want to make sure it's not, I don't know, it looks like it's tighter. Yeah, you can see where I started. It's tighter than what it was. Of course, that's where it's possible too, because here it looks the same. It's possible this was a strip that was really thick, or it was wider, which causes the roving type, we'll say yarn, the roving yarn, from where you've got the thicker, or you've got the different textures of bags. But yeah, then again, I have to practice on my tension because I haven't done this in a while. But it's a way to use up your old bags. Now, any of the white bags that I've gotten recently, I use those to scoop up my kitty litter when I'm cleaning the litter boxes, because they have 2 litter boxes, because I have 4 cats. When I'm cleaning the litter boxes, I've used those. So, and then this is, I am reducing, so I'm going not to go in that stitch. I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to turn. Okay. Well, let's see, let's see, how many stitches did I get that? I think I wound up, that's maybe 2 or 3 bags. So we got, I got about 2 inches worked out. And this is what I'm talking about when I said that it gets skinny as you roll it, so it compacts. See how thin that is? Where it's rolled up, it gets thinner as it rolls up. All right, so do chain 1 and turn. And this is just the flap that's going to go on the outside of the bag. And I'm going to put a wooden bead or a wooden toggle of some kind so that it can be wrapped around. But it glides so smoothly. And you don't have to worry about like yarn. You don't have to worry about your yarn splitting. All right, get back in there. All right, this is where my vision's having issues. I have to feel because I can't see it. Oh, Alishia. Is that it? That's it. Okay, I felt it. Okay. And because it is 2, that's the only thing you have to look out for. But since you guys can see better than I can, it would be easier for y'all. And I have to feel where the stitches are because I can't see where the holes are. Yeah, that's been taken away from me. Of course, now, not so much that. It's the way that I'm having to do this through the lens of the phone. If this was actually in my face and not through the lens of the phone, I could see it a lot clearer. My vision's a lot clearer when I'm not stitching through the phone. Although the phone does magnify it, but it's just not a clearer image for me. But I'm getting a lot more stitches out of this than I expected to. All right, where are you? Is that it right there? I think that's it. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. And I'm trying not to make them so tight, because it can be too tight. You don't want it too tight, but you don't want it too loose. You got to kind of gauge it. Oh, y'all don't need to see that. He's making the I'm gonna cough up a fur ball sound. Oh, oh, oh. Let me turn it. Okay, honey. You okay? All right. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, that wasn't a fur ball. That means it's still coming. Sorry, guys. Yep, there we go. Was that it? Did you get it? I don't see nothing. He must not have got it out. All right. Anyway. I'll have to go check it in a minute. Okay. Where are we at? Here we go. That one and then this one. All right. I felt the little volley hit my leg, so it's coming up. It's coming to me. The end of the volley. So I got about a row out of that little ball, or a half of a row. There we go. Just to let you guys know, I may come on tonight, do a midnight makes between 11 and 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I would do a midnight makes, and I will be doing it. I won't be working on the Plarn. I'll be working on my other projects. Break up his digestive fish oil. Oh, okay. I'll remember that. I try to brush them as much as I can so that they don't have as many hairballs. And I'll get the cans of tuna in oil. But usually the oil is vegetable oil, I think, is what they put tuna in. I think they put it in vegetable oil, which is weird because it's fish. You would think they'd put fish oil in it. But thank you. I will keep that in mind. I've got to, they've got some fur ball medicine that I usually give them. I mix in their food, but I ran out, so. But yeah, I try to keep them brushed so they don't have as many fur balls. I hope that wasn't the same. That wasn't the same stitch, no. But yeah, it glides real smooth when you use the aluminum hooks. Yeah, if you used like a furls, because if I'm not mistaken, furl hooks are wooden. I don't think the wooden ones slide as easily as the metal hooks when it comes to working with the plastic. Oops. And I have to be careful with that too, if slipping off. That's the second time that's happened. It slips off my hook. And so it takes me longer. Oh, nope. It takes me longer to stitch with the plastic. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to do that. Because I don't always get to brushing them very well, and he especially does not like his stomach brushed. Now, Copper, the blonde one, what they call buff. I think that's what the vet called the color buff. He is easy to brush. He likes to be brushed all over. Absolutely loves it. Boo Boo Kitty likes it, but she likes to play with me while I'm doing it, which is really funny. All right, I don't need to go any further. I need to leave that open to attach another blue ball. So we're going to leave it there. I don't think I have a stitch marker in here. Oh, yes I do. I didn't think I had a stitch marker in here, but I have one attached to my little handy dandy crocheted caddy that I have over here on the side of my couch. All right, so I do have a stitch marker I can put in there. And I use the plastic stitch markers on the plastic. Yep. I gotta separate it. Can't find the hole. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, my daughter's coming in the end of the month. It's the homecoming game for her high school. So they let she was in band, so they let the band members come in and play with them. So she's going to come in and she's going to play I think they get to warm up with them earlier in the day, so that they know what songs they're doing. But I think they usually do like Rocky Top. Since we're in Tennessee, they do Rocky Top, and they do a couple, like their alma mater and things like that. All right, I'm going to save this in my little cubby over here so that I will remember. Actually, no, we're going to throw it in here. We're going to throw it in the bag so that we will remember. That's the hook that we're using. And it won't come out because... Is that yellow? Am I seeing that right? I can't really tell. Is that a slice of yellow right there? You guys will have to let me know, because I can't distinguish my yellows sometimes. But when I look away, okay, so here's what happens. I'm blind in the right eye. I have a blind spot in the middle of my left eye. So when I'm looking at something directly, it looks like one color. But if I glance off to the side, I can tell these are two different colors. Looking at it directly, this looks like an off-white. But looking at it from the side with the good eye, I say the good eye, the better of the two, it looks yellow. So it is yellow. Thank you. Okay. Dang it. I wished I hadn't put that. I don't think there's any other yellow in here. Do you guys see any other yellow? I think it's just white. Why did I do that? Does it look bad? Oh, I don't think I put any other yellow in there. I think that's the only yellow. Maybe I'll have to trim it in yellow now. Dang it. And you could tell this was a different colored bag that I used there. Dang it. Does it look bad? I mean, does it look off? Well, no, it's got a yellow accent. Maybe I could do a plastic yellow flower or something and put it on there. Hi, Miss Kim. Splash of color. It's not bad? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yes. Thank you for telling me this yellow. Now I know. I thought it looked different. I was kind of like looking at it off. But, yeah. All right. Well, I got a row and a half. Yeah, I haven't picked that up in years. I need to finish it off. Makes it look unique. Thank you. Yes. Actually, everything that I make is one of a kind. I say one of a kind, but they're all different. It looks fine. Thank you, Kim. Yes, I try to make all my projects different. Even if I use a pattern, I try to make them all different. Like either the yarn will be different, or the trim will be different, or something will be different in the project. Always. Always, always, always. So I need to string these. I need to go back to stringing, guys. But you got to see me stitch a little bit with it. And now you helped me figure out that it was a size 8 hook that I needed. So we need to add to that ball. I need to make it bigger so that I can add it to my stash. And then when I add it to my stash, you guys will get to see what I have been working on since my last live. Because I've been pretty busy with doing this, trying to get them all squared away. I have 2 half boxes and a full box left to do. And then that is it for stringing. No more stringing. We will be doing more stitching. But in the meantime, I'm going to string and chat. Half row of yellow on the opposite side as an accent row. Maybe next row it'll look international. Oh, that's a good idea. I may do that. Oh, we have a helper. Are you going to help me? This would be midnight if you guys have not met midnight yet. I call him my lover boy. Good night. Hey, baby boy. He's a pretty baby. Oh, yes. He's a pretty baby. He's going to try to jump over here where Ramsey is, and that's not going to work. It's not going to work. Oh, yeah. He comes when I call him, and he likes to lay beside me and love all over me, and he purrs really loud. Hey, baby. I'm sorry. Ramsey's over here. They trade places on who's going to lay beside me. They're so funny. But yeah, I still have to make the handles for that too. But like I said, on that one, it's the first time I'd ever done a reinforced bottom on one. I saw a lady on a tutorial, oh gosh, I want to say about 7 or 8 years ago. And all of the bags that she made, she put yarn with it, which to me defeats the purpose. It does make it more sturdy, more durable, but it's not waterproof for the beach if you add it. But I added it to the bottom of this bag to reinforce it. Hope my needle doesn't fall out. It shouldn't. To reinforce it, and I thought I'd give it a try. And I do like the thickness of how it feels with the yarn added to it. And acrylic yarn is plastic, but I don't think it dries out as easily as the regular plastic. He's pretty, thank you. Dobby. 2 brothers. Uni and Tressie. Both white as well. Oh, wow. 3 white cats. Oof. I bet they are beautiful. I love kitties. I love kitties. Like I said, I'd love to have more. When I first moved in, it was originally we weren't allowed to have pets, and then he let me have my one cat, when my first husband and I split up, and then wait a minute, you don't have any black cats? Don't have any black cats now. I just have Midnight. Midnight's a black, and then, oh, there's Copper. Copper is Copper. He's not really an orange. He's showing up orangey-ish on the camera, but he's not really orange. He's more of a, like I said, the vet said that he's a buff color, like Ramsey. Him and Ramsey are very similar in colors. He's a lot bigger, though. He's actually the biggest cat as far as like fluffy and length, and yeah, he's the bigger cat of all of them. And then, of course, you saw Ellie laying on the bed. She's a tabby. And then I have Boo Boo Kitty. She's a tortoise shell. So it makes for fun whenever I'm having to get cat hairs off my clothes because they're all various colors. 9 cats. 1 solid black, long hair. He's a big boy. He's over 20 pounds. Oh, has he got Maine Coon in him? I have a friend who has a black and white Maine Coon. Beautiful. And they have, certain characteristics in their face and their build, and you can tell when there's Maine Coon in somebody, but this one's a purebred. She paid, oh Lord, she paid $2,000, but it gets better. She paid $2,000 to get this cat, and then the person that she purchased him from said that because he has blue eyes, he is a rare breed, so it's an extra $1,000. So she was going to either have to pick a different kitty or go ahead and get this one, which she'd already gotten attached to, for an extra $1,000. And she paid it. So yeah, grand total $3,000 for a cat. I can't imagine. It's like there are too many, shelter cats out there. Why in the world? But that's what she said she always wanted. No. Sorry, guys. These are all scam calls, like I said. Wanting to know about Medicare, Medicaid, Marketplace, burial insurance, car insurance. I got on somebody's list a couple years ago, and they drive me crazy. My daughter says the reason why that I keep getting these calls is because I answer them. But I have to, because I get people that call me from the doctor's office or the hospital, and if it doesn't show up on the caller ID as to what it is, then I don't know whether it's them or not. I had to drink my water. But anyway, I'm about to wrap this up, guys. I'm going to give it about 6 more minutes, and then I'm going to hop off of here because I will have been on here for 2 hours. A colony? Colony that was abandoned. Oh, I got the breathing under control. Spaying, yeah. Females that you can catch. They're feral. He was a rescue. His brother. I bet his Tuxedo Tucker. Oh, I've heard of Tuxedo Kitties before. His name is Sable. I had a Tuxedo Kitty. She died. Actually, no, she ran away. Her baby died from feline leukemia, which was really ironic because usually we had her tested. Usually they get it from the mother, which is, a feline version of AIDS. It's feline leukemia. And found out that the mother didn't have it. He just contracted it and he was an inside house cat. The vets were puzzled. They couldn't figure out where he came from because I only had her and him. Unless it was because the house she got pregnant was, she ran out of the house once. That's all it took. She ran out of the house once because she was strictly an inside kitty. Hello, thank you for the likes. How to connect them? Okay, I will go get a blue ball and I will. Are you talking about these strips right here? How to connect them? I'm fixing to, or how to connect the balls together. Some of Pharaoh most are sweethearts raised inside. He's trying to. Yeah, there we go. I got him at the animal shelter. He was a. Not a rescue. What do you call it? A surrender. Somebody had surrendered him. He was already fixed. He was 6 months old, and he reached out of the cage and was purring and meowing very sweetly to me. And he put his paw out. I thought he was declawed because of the way that he was touching me. He was so sweet. And I was like, because we went to go get a kitten, and he was already 6 months old, which is still a baby, But I wasn't expecting. Did you want lovin's? Did you want the lovin's? Yeah. Pretty baby. It's a pretty baby. He's purring really loud. I don't know if y'all can hear him or not. Yeah, I call him my lover boy. But he is now, like I said, I got him at 6 months. He is now, what you got on you? He's starting to he was solid black, but you can see he's starting to get gray hairs. He's got a little gray spot on his stomach. They like laying on the boxes. He's got a gray spot on his... Oh, he's coming back for more. He's got a gray spot on his stomach. Yeah, stretching out. Pretty baby. He's got green eyes. Copper's got gold eyes. Oh, you just knocked over my ball, baby. You just knocked it in the trash. With his big tail. Knocked it over. Thank you. Hang on. Don't play with it. No, we don't play with it. You need a new collar. You've been scratching. Yeah. I've been trying to keep the fleas under control this year because him and Boo Boo Kitty will run out for a couple hours every day and they run back in. They're the only two. The strips. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm fixing to put them together now. Pretty baby. There we go. All right, you going to let me work? You going to let me work? All right. So... how I do the strips and connect them. Hang on, let me move this out of the way because of the cat. All right. Oh, he's not going to let me. You going to let me string them? Yeah. Can I have it now? You going to let me go? Okay, you're going to have to move. You're gonna have to move. Yeah, I know. Come on. Oh, there you go. Move. There you go. Thank you. Here, I'll put the box up here. You can lay on that. There you go. Hop on there. All right. So once I open them up and I just put them on my arm. It just makes it easier. I take them and I'll pull it. I'll put my finger here. It just makes it easier when I'm doing that. I know he's mine. Yeah, he chose me. I'm his person. And Boo Boo Kitty's the same way. I'm Boo Boo Kitty. Him and Boo Boo Kitty, I'm their person. And the other two are Maddie's. All right. So let me do that again. All right. So I try to keep it as straight as possible so that it's a continuous straight line. So I'll hold on it here. I pull it out here. I put my finger in here. I'm doing the slower version. I go through this pretty fast normally. And then I will take a strip and I will take my thumb and I will hold this and push it through like that. And then I will wiggle it through and hold it. I keep my finger out here so that it stays straight and it doesn't get knotted up further down. And then I just pull it like that, but don't pull too tight because if you do, it will break, it will snap. So that way it's a continuous, now this is just a little bit off, but it's not bad because when you start crocheting with it, it's not going to matter. And then I'll take it and I'll stretch it out till I get another loop at the very end, put my finger in, take another strip, push it through with my thumb, hold my finger here. And you can do this any way you want to. This is just the way that I do it. So that's what I decided to do the strips while I was talking to you guys through the live and getting these wound up because I'm almost done. I say I'm almost done. I've probably got another week's worth of work. If I work on it steady, I might be able to get it all done within a week. But it's all white. I've got all the white strips left to do. Six birds. Yeah, no, you can't have a cat. That would be the dinner bell for them. That would be too funny. Well, not funny, haha. Rumpy. Does that say Rumpy? My eyes. My Rumpy girl joined us. She's a ginger. She has no tail? Oh, no tailbones. Oh. She wouldn't be healthier. Her full name is Rump Etta Lynn. Oh, that is so pretty. Hi, Barbara. I am making right now I'm just stringing all my bags up so that I can get them out of the way and I don't have to deal with them later. This is the handbag that I was working on earlier. I'm making a tote with this one. And the ladies had to help me figure out which needle that I could use with it because I haven't done it in a while. So I did it like a row and a half. I didn't do much on it. You can tell the difference in the colors of the blues, of the old blues that I used with the new blue that I used. So I did like a row. And this is the flap. This is the inside. And the bottom is reinforced with a little bit of yarn so that it could be more sturdy. And I still have to make handles for it. So I will try to get that on camera. This is a tapered flap. And then it's going to have a toggle. I'm going to put a wooden toggle down here for it to attach to. And then I'm going to have straps on the side. Now, when you make straps for these, depending on whether you go back and forth with your stitches or you do your stitches all the way across and then come back, is going to depend on how much it's going to stretch over time, because these do stretch over time. I'm going to say I've got at least 50 bags invested in this. At least 50. It takes a good 50 to 100 bags to make a good tote. But it's worth it over time. Thank you. I appreciate that. Usually when I make them and I put them in my shop, they're gone. They're gone within a couple of weeks. I always sell out of the beach totes. I call them beach totes because they're waterproof. You can use them for anything. You can use them for grocery bags. I mean, I've had some where they've been open with two handles on either side, so you can use it for like a grocery tote. But usually it's the beach bags. Yeah. So that is being worked on. But oh, what did I do with it? There it is. But now, right now I'm just stringing up to make the balls, so that I won't have to do this anymore. It'll be all done, and I won't have any more strips to string. I strung up all my black, I strung up all my yellow, I strung up all my blue, all my green. And then now that Halloween's coming up, a lot of grocers are going to, or even specialty stores maybe, will have the orange bags. I know in the month of October you can get the orange or the pink bag. Since it is breast cancer month too, sometimes people will have the pink bags. And I like those because the odd colored bags, like every now and then I'll find somebody that'll give me a purple bag. I save those for accents, for like trim. $500 to make a mat. Wow. Rumpy Manx. I've never heard of that breed. I'm going to have to look that up. The oldest Rumpy has only one tiny bone. Is that normal for them to have less bones in their tails? Huh. Interesting. Yep, he's content. He just wanted to sit on my box. He could care less about me. Thank you for the likes, guys. I said I was going to get off here 10 minutes ago, didn't I? Yeah, I'm going to have to. I've got to get some stuff done in the kitchen. As soon as I string up this round and ball it up, I'm going to have to go. But, like I said, you might be able to find me later tonight. Everyone nod their dogs saving bags. I had everyone nod their dogs saving bags. Nod their dogs. Short hair note here. Oh, gotcha. You had everyone and their dog saving bags. I get it now. Okay. Sorry, I was visioning. I was like, am I missing something? Because I don't see some letters and I have to decipher what people type because of the blind spot in the middle of my one eye. Thank you for clarifying that. I used to. I don't anymore. My sister used to get me black bags because there's a convenience store she goes to every day where she picks up, I guess, her Monster drinks or whatever she gets there. And she used to save me all the black bags and I always tell people, don't save me white ones anymore. White ones are a dime a dozen. I can get those anywhere. And when I first started collecting bags, sometimes my grocery stores will have recycle bins out in the front of their store, and I would go get them out of the recycle bins. It was bad. I would get them out of the recycle bins if I saw colored ones. I don't do that anymore. I learned my lesson because I think once I am done crocheting with all the balls that I have, I will probably not be doing this project ever again. That will be it for me. I will be done. I will not be working with yarn anymore. Oh, did you? You did too. Good. I don't feel bad. Because I was like, well, it's recycling and I'm recycling. And I kind of felt, at first I thought, I was like, am I stealing? But, I guess it's like dumpster diving. Are you stealing? Or are you, taking away something that people are getting rid of? That's right. Well, we were recycling them in a different manner. I gotcha. Rumpy, Sumpy, and Bumpy. According to how many bones there are? Oh, okay. Interesting. I'm learning all kinds of new things from you ladies today. Thank you for sharing that. But yeah, no, once I'm done with this, I will not be, I'll be crocheting with them until they're done. And then when they're done, they're done. I mean, if by chance the last project I'm working on, I need more to finish the last project, then I will do that as far as bags go. But probably won't do this anymore after this. Really? Yeah, it's sad. Because there's so many things that you can do with them. They're so versatile. And Walmart has those. They used to be blue, and now they've got the gray. They've been doing gray for a few years now. I've already done up all my grays and my browns. And then, let's see, who was it? There's a store that I use that uses a lighter gray. I can't remember. It's a common store. It's not Michael's. What is it? I want to say maybe Dollar Tree. I think Dollar Tree uses a lighter gray one now. So I've got Walmart's darker gray, and then I have Dollar Tree's lighter gray. And then Dollar General uses yellow. My blue ones come from my Food Lion. And some other grocery stores will use them to distinguish your groceries between cold and freezer items. So, like my Food Lion uses usually white bags, but if you have like fresh produce or if you have a freezer, they'll put it in blue, I guess, so you can distinguish when you're taking your groceries out of your car. And then there's a Thai restaurant that uses the this blue. It's a turquoise, like a sea green. But this came from my local United Grocery outlet. But usually the Thai restaurant that I eat at usually will have those, and I've saved those over the years too. And then there's a fourth called Japanese Manx. I've heard of Manx before. They have apex half-link tails with odd-shaped bones. See, that D looked like an L with my vision. That's why I have to go back and double check at the end. Are you like, I know you said some of them are feral. Are you rehoming any of them, or are you just going to try to keep up with them yourself, Summer? Barbara, let me know if this helped. If you understood how I strung them up. It's the way that I do it. It makes it a lot easier. That way I know that they're all uniform and they're going to be straight when I work with them. I'm going to have to go look all those up. Most of them are strays. That's the way my old boss used to do. Apparently they all knew that she was the house to go to. Barbara, I'm going to show you how I connect the balls. Like, this is the ball that we just wound up, and I'm going to connect it to this one. So I'll take the last one on this one and put my finger there. And then the last one on this one, because this is the one that I'm going to attach. And I will put this through and put it through the ball itself. And then that way I've got them looped. I'll throw that in the floor because that's where I'm going to. And then I'll take this one and make sure it's straight. And then this one to make sure it's straight. And then I will pull them very carefully without them breaking to make sure they're going to be straight. And it's, uh-oh, the cat found it. No, no, you can't have that. That's not a toy. No, no, you can't have that. I live on a farm, and so we only have one farm cat. He's fixed, but we've been very fortunate that we don't get that many strays out here. I think the whole time I've lived here, I think we've had maybe 2 or 3. And they had to have belonged to somebody, or maybe they were fixed and then they decided that they were going to just kind of hang out in the barn, because the farm behind me raises chickens for eggs, and so it's to help keep the mice away. So the landlord are taking the strays. I haven't really seen that many around here, though. I have seen a lot of possum and raccoons and skunks around here. All right, guys, I have been on for 2 hours and 15 minutes. I'm going to wrap it up, but I will be on tonight between 11 and midnight Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to join me then, if not, and it's too late for you, just come back and watch me later. I would appreciate it, and we will do some more chit-chatting. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You wish it would stop at 15. And our cats, now that they are not reproducing yet, that makes a big difference. Thank you, Barbara. You too. Summer, Kim, everybody else that's in here watching. Thank you for participating and listening to my jibber jabber. And I really enjoyed it. I always enjoy talking with you guys anyway. So I will see you again soon. I love you, and have a blessed day. Have a blessed week if I don't get to see you later. And I've got a couple of videos I got to get up. Don't forget, make sure you guys are in the drawing for the giveaway, and I will see you soon. Peace out.